Hello there, YouTubers, my friends. You're watching Barry and the Pleae. Woke up this morning and Maita came in to tell me that Lake Taal has erupted. I hadn't heard anything. And now the government issued a warning that it has released sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere. Sent up a plume of gases, probably steam and sulfur dioxide, and they warned that kids and people with respiratory problems and old guys, old people like me, to stay indoors and close up the windows and stuff. Now, I think we're a little bit too far for this to reach us. And I don't think the prevailing winds are blowing out of the south to bring it up towards us, so I wasn't too worried. What this means is that the magma that sits inside underneath the surface of the earth, it's just below the surface of the volcano at Taal. There's hot molten rock or liquid sitting under Taal Volcano, and as well as most volcanoes. And it's released the steam and gas into the atmosphere, maybe 1,000, 2,000 feet up into the air. And now sulfur dioxide is heavier than the atmosphere, so it tends to settle down closer to the ground. And kids, you bring kids in there and then you might get that gas, breathe in that gas, and it could be very harmful to them. So shouldn't have kids out around that volcano right now. And old people have problems breathing anyway, so they might get some of that too if they're in a low-lying area. Now, that means it's, that volcano is still active, and it can still cause problems. Back in 2020, a few months after we moved in here, it erupted and shot a lot of steam and ash and gases up into the atmosphere. I could see it from the house. I could see the tops of the plumes of the steam and ash, and it really affected the atmosphere. You could see little bolts of lightning going from cloud to cloud, and it's quite a little light show it put on there. One of them, after it got up there a little ways, it formed this thing that looked like the mummy in the movie The Mummy. It's pretty neat. They're about to raise the danger level to 2. It's at 1 right now. So I haven't heard anything lately. Whether it will, if this keeps happening, and if the magma gets closer to the surface, it very well may have an eruption. When that steaming hot molten lava magma reaches the surface, and there's a lake sitting there. It hits that water, then you have a kind of a violent eruption. Most of the last ones, they were not really dangerous ones. It wasn't shooting out lava or anything like that. But you got to watch these things and heed the warnings from the government. PhilVox is the agency that's in charge, though, of earthquakes and volcanoes, and they put out information about it. So keep a watch out for them. You can go to their website and find the latest stuff. As I say, volcanoes are all over the Philippines. The biggest one is Mount Apo. It's the highest mountain in the Philippines, and it's active, but it's not, hadn't been doing too much. You usually just see some steam rising out of it. But the most famous volcano in the Philippines is Mayon. Now, Mayon is down by Legazpi. You can drive there from here. I guess it would be the 16th century, in the 1500s. They had a major eruption of Mayon, and the people around that lived around it, they went to the Catholic Church, and all of them filed into that, and the ash, that hot ash, filled up, covered up the church. All that's left is the church watchtower that's still above it. But all the people perished that went into that church. It's now, I think, a little park, memorial. So go down to that area. You'll see Mayon well before you get close to it. It just sticks up there like a perfectly shaped volcano, shield volcano. And you can go and walk around the town where that church was and see the church watchtower just above. The church is covered up, essentially. So volcanoes are here. Just have to be careful, heed the warnings, and keep yourself safe, and your family, and your pets. So I'm thinking about going down, driving down there to Legazpi and seeing this Mayon. I went there back in 2001 or something like that, somewhere around there, and did the tour around and drove up the volcano to what was left of an old resort, part way up, the lower part, and that's as far as I could go. Enjoyed that trip up. Glad I didn't have to walk it. Climbing that volcano is pretty hard, especially for an old guy like me. I could have done it in my younger days, but nah. But after I left, about a week after I left, it started erupting again. I missed out on all that. Wrong place, wrong time. But then you consider I'm in the right place at the right time because as if it had erupted, and I was up there, I would have been toast without butter. So that's it from here. We're okay. I'm okay. I'm just enjoying the volcano, the cool weather. Uh, but the I would go. I thought about going up there, but they said it's just created the smog, all that gas and steam, as it's just created a smog, which they call a vog, when it's in a volcano caused. So we probably wouldn't have got to see much anyway, much of the volcano, because it's cloudy and foggy and covered by this bog stuff. Okay, so I'm doing fine, no problems, and I'll check it out tomorrow and see what's happening there, and if I can, I'll go and maybe do a video there. But I don't want to go if I can't see anything, so I have to depend on whether it's clear enough. Oh, that's it. Y'all stay safe, take care of your family, take care of your pets, and I'll see you again tomorrow? Question mark. All right, adios, my amigos.